Just tell that story real quickly.
Well, it was the year after my summer internship in his office, and during which the filibuster against the '64 Civil Rights Bill was broken, and he was very active in breaking the filibuster and passing the law. After my first year at UK Law School, I went back to visit my friends in Washington. I happened to hit it on the day that the LBJ was going to sign the Voting Rights Act in the rotunda of the Capitol. I'm sitting in his outer office hoping to see him. He grabs my arm, takes me over the Capitol, and I was literally there in the room when LBJ signed the Voting Rights Act of 1965. It was quite a thrill.
No, you must die! He's a traitor! He is a traitor! I have the power to save the one you love. You must choose. Don't let him kill me. I can't hold it any longer. I'm too weak. I can't hold on any longer.
He must stand trial.
He has control of the Senate and the courts. He's too dangerous to be left alive.
I'm too weak. Oh, don't kill me, please.
He shouted that if you disagree with him, you're George Wallace. If you don't pass the laws he wants, you're Bull Connor. And if you oppose giving Democrats untrammeled one-party control of the country, well, you're Jefferson Davis. Yesterday, he poured a giant can of gasoline on the fire. He said anyone who opposes smashing the Senate and letting Democrats rewrite election law is a domestic enemy, and listen to this, a traitor like Jefferson Davis. We have a sitting president invoking the Civil War. If Georgia or Texas present Jim Crow emergencies, then so do a whole lot of Democratic-run states. You could not invent a better advertisement for the legislative filibuster. The smallest majority we've ever seen in our politics is trying to change the rules for how people get elected in every single state. That's just about the best argument for the filibuster you could possibly imagine. A president shouting that 52 senators and millions of Americans are racist. African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage as Americans. African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage as Americans. African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage as Americans. African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage as Americans. African American voters are voting in just as high a percentage